There's a quiet irony inside the saddest 80s rock songs. They were wrapped in glossy production and stadium-sized choruses, yet born from moments of emotional collapse. These tracks didn't just soundtrack slow dances or late-night radio. They carried fear, longing, and the ache of realizing love doesn't always save you. Today's theme, Saddest 80s Rock Songs, isn't about heartbreak as spectacle.
Although we both lie close together, we feel like
it's about vulnerability slipping through big hair, power chords, and voices that sounded strong even when the stories underneath were quietly falling apart.
with no intention of being
Number 1, Carrie by Europe. There's a stillness to Carrie that sneaks up on you, like a conversation you've been avoiding finally happening. The piano doesn't rush, and neither does the emotion. It just sits there, heavy and unresolved. The tension comes from how restrained it feels for a band known for flash. This isn't triumph, it's quiet surrender. Joey Tempest wrote the song after a breakup that left more questions than answers, and you can hear that uncertainty lingering in every line.
See no reason for you to cry.
Released in 1987, it became Europe's biggest US hit, peaking at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Every season, God knows I've tried.
Yet its legacy isn't chart success. It's how fans still associate it with endings that never fully healed. Sometimes sadness doesn't shout, it waits. Number 2, Take My Breath Away by Berlin.
Take my breath away.
This song feels like holding on to someone in silence, afraid that words might break the moment. Its atmosphere is slow, suspended, almost fragile, built on synths that drift rather than drive.
Watch it in slow motion as you turn around.
The contrast lies in its origin. Written for the film Top Gun, a glossy blockbuster, yet emotionally it's all vulnerability and exposure.
Turning return to some secret place.
Singer Terry Nunn initially hesitated to record it, feeling the song was too intimate for her voice. That hesitation became its strength. Released in 1986, it won the Academy Award for Best Original Song and topped charts worldwide.
Never hesitate to become a favorite.
Over time, it stopped being about romance and started sounding like emotional risk itself. Love here feels beautiful precisely because it might disappear.
We sailed on together, we drifted.
Number 3, Open Arms by Journey.
To love means to me, open arms.
Open Arms feels like a confession whispered after pride finally gives up. The mood is tender, almost apologetic, as if the song knows it's asking for forgiveness rather than offering certainty.
So now I come to you.
The tension comes from vulnerability colliding with fear, wanting closeness while bracing for rejection. Steve Perry originally wrote it outside of Journey, unsure it even fit the band's identity. That doubt mirrors the song's emotional core.
I ain't beside you, here in the
Released in 1982, it reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of Journey's defining ballads. Fans didn't just hear a love song, they heard someone choosing emotional honesty over control. If you enjoy these kinds of reflective rock deep dives, you might want to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 4, Heaven by Bryan Adams.
Into hard to see. We're in heaven.
Heaven sounds like certainty, but it's actually built on fear of loss. The song opens softly, almost cautiously, as if Adams is afraid to push too hard and break what he's holding on to.
Love is all that I need, and I found it there.
The tension lives in that contrast. The chorus promises forever, while the verses feel like someone convincing himself it's real.
Now nothing can take you away from me.
Adams wrote the song during a period when his career was exploding, and that imbalance, fame rising faster than emotional stability, seeps into the performance.
That's over now. You keep me coming back from.
Released in 1985, it climbed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 after initially being overlooked. Over time, fans stopped hearing it as a wedding anthem and started hearing the fragility underneath. Sometimes heaven is just the moment before everything changes. Number 5. Love Bites by Def Leppard. Love Bites carries a slow, bruised ache, like someone admitting defeat without raising their voice. The atmosphere is restrained for a hard rock band, built on space and patience rather than power. What makes it hurt is the honesty. Love isn't romanticized here. It's presented as something that leaves marks. The underlying cause was exhaustion, both emotional and physical, as the band pushed through personal struggles while recording Hysteria. In 1988, the song reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Def Leppard's only chart topper.
Are you wild and willing, or is it just for sure?
Yet its legacy isn't triumph, it's recognition. Fans connected because it acknowledged something uncomfortable, that wanting love doesn't protect you from pain. Some songs don't console you. They tell the truth and walk away.
It's times like these, can't make it on my own.
Number 6, Is This Love by Whitesnake.
Is this love that I'm feeling?
There's a softness to Is This Love that feels almost hesitant, like the song itself is unsure of the answer. The mood is intimate, late night, and reflective, far removed from Whitesnake's louder image.
Need you by my side, tell me it's alright.
That contrast is the point. Beneath the confidence is doubt, the kind that shows up when affection starts to feel serious. David Coverdale wrote the song during a period of emotional transition, reportedly unsure whether the feelings he was experiencing were real or temporary.
I'll spend my time waiting on your call.
Released in 1987, it reached the top 10 in both the US and UK, becoming one of the band's most enduring hits.
So I can hold you in my arms, is this love?
Its staying power comes from uncertainty. Love doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it asks quietly and waits.
Couldn't stand to be kept away.
Number 7, Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago.
It's hard for me to say I'm sorry.
This song enters like a letter rewritten too many times, each line softened by regret. The arrangement moves gently, almost politely, as if it's careful not to demand forgiveness. That's where the tension lives. Love is still present, but pride has already done damage.
After all that we've been through.
Peter Cetera wrote the song during a period when relationships inside and outside the band were strained, and that emotional weariness comes through in the delivery.
Everybody needs a little time away.
Released in 1982, it became Chicago's second #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, signaling a shift from horn-driven rock to vulnerability-led ballads.
You're just a part of me I can't let go.
Fans embraced it because it voiced something universal, the pain of realizing an apology might arrive too late. Some words don't heal wounds, they only admit them.
Bring back your love someday. I will do that
Number 8. Still Loving You by Scorpions.
again. I'm loving you.
Still Loving You unfolds slowly, like someone refusing to accept an ending that's already happened. The opening is almost bare, creating a sense of emotional isolation before the song gradually swells into desperation. The contrast is striking, a power ballad that grows louder while the narrator feels smaller.
Brian is been one so strong.
Klaus Meine wrote the song after a long-term relationship ended, channeling the helplessness of loving someone who's already gone.
Is there really no chance?
Released in 1984, it became a massive hit in Europe and helped break the band in new international markets.
I will.
Over time, it's become synonymous with emotional persistence, sometimes romantic, sometimes painful. The song doesn't ask for reconciliation. It confesses attachment that refuses to fade.
Let me drown it in my dreams.
Number 9. I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi.
I'll be there for you. I live and I die.
There's a weary patience in this song, like someone promising support while quietly doubting it will be enough. The mood is tender but heavy, grounded in loyalty rather than passion. What makes it sad is the imbalance. The giver is fully committed, while the outcome remains uncertain.
And you won't save me anymore.
John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora wrote the song during a period when the band was constantly on the road, straining personal relationships in the process.
Can't buy back yesterday.
Released in 1989, it reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming one of their most emotional hits. Fans heard reassurance, but beneath it was exhaustion.
I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you.
Devotion can be beautiful, yet draining. Sometimes love survives by endurance alone.
Gonna take a little time. A little time.
Number 10. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner.
I don't know if I can face it again.
This song feels like standing still after a long emotional journey, unsure whether the destination was ever real. The opening is sparse and searching,
In my life, there's been heartache and
giving the impression of someone admitting confusion rather than offering romance. That's the tension at its core. A power ballad that isn't powerful because it knows the answer, but because it doesn't. Mick Jones wrote it during a period of personal reflection,
I know you can show me.
questioning whether success had clarified love or complicated it further. Released in 1984, it reached number 1 in multiple countries and featured the New Jersey Mass Choir,
It looks like love is fine.
an unusual choice that added emotional gravity. Its legacy endures because it treats love as a mystery, not a guarantee. Wanting to understand can be more vulnerable than claiming certainty.
I always got by on my own.
Number 11. Alone by Heart.
How do I get to alone?
Alone arrives with a sense of emotional exposure, like someone admitting their fear when no one else is listening. The verses feel restrained, almost guarded, before the chorus opens into longing that can't be contained.
You don't know how long I have waited.
The contrast lies in its delivery. Ann Wilson's powerful voice expressing utter vulnerability. Originally recorded by another artist, Heart transformed the song into something deeply personal when they released it in 1987.
Never really cared until I met you.
It went on to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming one of their defining hits. Yet, the sadness lingers in its perspective. Love is desired, but absence dominates the present moment.
And now it tells me
Fans connected because the song doesn't romanticize solitude. It names it. Sometimes strength is just surviving the quiet.
When love went blind and you would make me see.
Number 12, I Remember You by Skid Row. This song feels like flipping through memories you never intended to revisit. The mood is reflective, tinged with youth and loss, capturing the ache of realizing time has moved on without asking permission. The tension comes from contrast. Skid Row, known for aggression, revealing tenderness without irony. Sebastian Bach wrote the lyrics about a relationship that ended just as adulthood began to settle in, and that emotional immaturity makes the pain feel rawer. Released in 1989, the song reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, surprising listeners who expected harder edges. Its aftermath is lasting because it mirrors a universal experience, remembering love not as it was, but as it felt. Memory doesn't fade, it reshapes itself.
Although we both lie close together, we feel like
Number 13, Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. This song carries the hush of a late night when confidence finally slips away. Acoustically driven and unguarded, it feels like someone admitting fault without excuses. The sadness comes from self-recognition, the realization that love didn't fail randomly, it failed because of human weakness.
when I said something I did my words not come out right.
Bret Michaels wrote the song after discovering infidelity while on tour, and that sense of regret hangs quietly over every line. Released in 1988, it reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. An unexpected peak for a band known more for excess than reflection. Over time, fans stopped hearing it as a power ballad and started hearing it as accountability set to melody. Heartbreak hurts more when you know exactly where it started. Number 14, Sister Christian by Night Ranger. Sister Christian feels like a moment suspended between youth and consequence. The opening is gentle, almost protective, before the song slowly expands into urgency and concern. The emotional tension lies in perspective. It's not about romantic loss, but fear of what happens when innocence meets the world too fast. Drummer Kelly Keagy wrote it for his younger sister, reflecting anxiety rather than judgment. Released in 1984, it climbed to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became the band's signature song. Its sadness comes from helplessness, loving someone without being able to shield them forever. The song doesn't warn, it watches, hoping care will be enough.
Who's gonna come around?
Number 15, Drive by The Cars.
Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
Drive feels like emotional distance measured in quiet questions. The arrangement is minimal, almost empty, allowing vulnerability to sit uncomfortably in the open. What makes it devastating is its restraint.
Can't go on thinking.
No grand promises, just concern that might go unanswered. Rick Ocasek wrote the song, but bassist Benjamin Orr's subdued vocal delivery gave it its haunting weight. Released in 1984, it reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became an anthem of quiet worry.
Gonna pick you up.
Its legacy isn't drama, it's empathy. Sometimes sadness doesn't come from loss, but from realizing you can't save someone by caring harder. What ties these saddest 80s rock songs together isn't heartbreak alone.
Who's gonna pay attention to you?
It's honesty slipping through spectacle. Beneath the big choruses and polished production were artists admitting doubt, regret, fear, and longing they couldn't resolve any other way. These songs endured because they didn't pretend love was simple or fair. They let vulnerability exist without answers. Which of these tracks still hits you the hardest, or takes you somewhere unexpected when you hear it now? If these songs still live somewhere in your memory, this channel keeps exploring stories like them, quietly, thoughtfully, and without rushing past the feeling.